most of you. Actually, it's most of this code. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your first session for your Safe Work Practices training. My name is Stephen Carter. I am your instructor for the session. A couple of housekeeping slides to go through first. Obviously, you guys are familiar with the workplace, being C. Jones Cafe, where you work. So we're just in our meeting room at the back here. Today we're going to be talking about team responsibilities and those roles between what the responsibilities are for your employees and your employers. So very soon we'll go through that. But beforehand, feel free to pass around the sign-in sheet so you guys can just sign in, just chuck your name on there, that'd be amazing, thank you. We'll take a couple of minutes to do that and then we can get started.
Just letting you know, I'm a team leader, so I know all this stuff already.
Oh,
so I'm just here to help.
Cool. Well, you let me know if you think I've missed anything or if you have any experiences you want to share.
Yeah.
That's would be more than helpful. Thank you very much.
Right.
Yeah, we've all got quite a lot of experience, so I think we have some good stories to share as well.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Meanwhile?
Awesome. Thank you for signing in, team. That's fantastic. So just a couple of things. First, I just want to start with an acknowledgement of country. So I'd like to acknowledge the Gadigal peoples of the Eora Nation, the traditional custodians of this land, and pay respects to elders past, present, and emerging. A couple of other housekeeping things. Restrooms, you guys know where they are. Out the door, turn right. This is your workplace. You should know where the bathrooms are. So feel free to, if you need to excuse yourself, just go for it. That's totally fine. Secondly, cell phones, you guys will need them actually later for a little quiz we're going to be doing. But you don't need them now. So if you have any emergencies or if you just want to flick it on silent or anything, feel free to use your phone if you need it. However, you won't need it quite yet for the course. Later on, when I let you know, please bring it up because we will be using it for one of our learning tools. And the emergency exit is on 6 Main Street, which is out the back of the building, which hopefully you guys are all aware of. If not, you do know now. Does anyone have any questions before we proceed? Excellent. All right. Like we said earlier, our learning objectives is understanding the responsibilities of 2 groups of people during the session. We're going to be talking about employees, which are you guys. You guys are all employees at C. Jones Cafe, which will be going through your responsibilities, and the responsibilities of your employers, your managers, or perhaps the owners of the cafe. So we're going to be talking about what they need to do, what you guys need to do very soon. So that's our learning objective for today. However, we're going to get to know each other a little bit first. So we're going to spend 2 or 3 minutes on this. You guys can pair up with the people next to you. So Christine and James, you guys can work together, Cody and Renee. That would be perfect. We're going to do a little icebreaker called Something in Common. Essentially, you guys will pair up, like we just said, and you guys need to find 5 things you have in common. Everything on the screen are just suggestions you guys can use if you want to use as bridges to get to things you have in common, but feel free to come up with your own categories or ideas as well. I'm going to set the timer. You've got about 3 minutes to get through this, get to know each other a little bit, and then at the end, we'll get one person from each pair to report back about the 5 things you guys, hopefully 5 things, you guys have found in common. Does everyone understand?
Sure do.
Excellent. All right, we'll start the timer and then you guys may begin.
I was going to say food, but you don't like sauce, so you won't do that.
What about stuff?
I don't know.
That's good.
Yeah.
What about?
Wait.
Is this a competition? We're trying to get to it.
Fun stuff.
In common, okay. Where did you travel to? Where did you like to travel?
Traveled to the US.
Great. Well, I've been there as
Wow.
well.
USA tick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been to Japan.
I'm not in Japan, but that was like next on my list.
Yeah.
After hearing you and Steve talk about it.
Yeah. Have you been to any Asian travels?
I've been to Vietnam. I've been
Yeah,
to
where'd you go in Europe?
Thailand. Been to Indonesia. That's it. Yeah. Haven't been to any. Yeah, nice. Yeah, Japan. You might go to China as well. After hearing this talk about it. Seems good.
Yeah.
People could have just like the way that was an experience. Yeah.
Apparently the national parks are best. It was
Yeah. Yeah, the rainbow mountains.
Me too.
I'll put a show you that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Canada?
Technically yes, but not as for like less like an hour and a half. I feel like go up.
How are you guys going? You're finding 5 things in common?
Yes.
Through the board.
Easily?
Debate by debate,
Yeah.
basically.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
It's like you guys really know each other.
I've been New Zealand,
Yeah.
yes. I was in. I was
So I'm glad they're
top of the
talking
South
shit.
Island.
Oh, yeah.
Bottom of the North Island.
Bottom of the North Island. Well, I was there. Alright, what else we got? What about sports? Do you do any like sports? Team sports maybe?
No, I used to play football.
Yes.
We're done.
Excellent. Well, you guys can continue bonding if you wish. Keep talking about it. Or you've got about a minute 15 for the other partnership to.
So we're gonna have to bond about 5 things.
Yeah,
Lots
but
of badminton.
up to you. Otherwise, you can just sit there quietly and we'll remain going through the session
His
afterwards.
dad was the dad that encouraged it.
I feel like we established that.
So,
But yeah, super.
do you love to watch art?
Yeah, no, this is not really me. I watched
6
things that I watched.
Picasso?
I watched climbing a little bit.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
I watched Ocean Mackenzie.
I like it.
In the,
Do you like
women's
Picasso?
boxing championship.
Oh, yeah. Is that like the? Is that not speed?
No, that's like so,
Then-
just bouldering. Yeah. And,
Where do you go?
first,
Yeah,
body-
they invented it.
body in Australia, the
We
little,
don't know.
Is that actually?
Oh,
Ocean
you know.
Mackenzie is an absolute beast.
Do you like any food sauce?
But yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, that's Oceana.
Yeah.
I don't need condensate.
Yeah, you don't like
What about,
sauce additions.
Yeah.
I think I'd tell you hot
what about
sauce.
other stuff? What about books or hobbies?
I can also make some in food, and you'll.
I like non-fiction.
Mm.
I like learning stuff.
And
I'm
change.
the polar opposite. I love reading fiction. I really like feels like it's
Yeah.
About 10
I
seconds
read
left.
more
10
fiction
seconds.
now than I used to,
Mm.
but I do have to dabble. Otherwise, I get
Yeah, true.
some of the things.
All right. That is our 3 minutes done, team. Thank you very much. Hopefully you guys got through that exercise with the time limit in mind. Why don't we start over here? You guys finished nice and early. Do you guys want to report back about 5 things you guys have in common with each
Well, it
other?
wasn't a race though.
No, not at all.
But we did finish.
Wasn't like we didn't-
Perfection takes time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We did win though.
Yeah.
So we were trying to bond over sport.
Yep.
I'm not very coordinated. I
Okay.
don't play sport.
Yep.
We did discover we both love watching the footy.
Oh, nice. Yep.
We both heavily support the Rabbitohs.
Oh, yes. Yep.
It's my favourite team.
Yep.
We also bonded. We found that we have in common. We're both taller than Dennis.
Oh, yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We've both been to Italy and Switzerland.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, we loved Switzerland.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yep. I've heard good things. Mm-hmm.
We both love the movie She's the Man.
Okay.
Main Bias, have you heard of it?
I have.
Educational, documentary style.
Yeah.
We love board games, we also bonded over that.
Wow.
And we both recently discovered we went to the same high school.
Oh.
We worked
wow.
together for so long and...
And you didn't know that?
Yeah.
Crazy. No. It's crazy what an icebreaker can do.
Yeah, I know.
That is crazy.
The power of an icebreaker. Well done. Thank you for reporting that, team.
That's all right.
Team 2. Would you like to report back?
We didn't get very far because we got so deeply involved in our conversation about
Mm.
learning about each other
Mm-hmm.
It's not
that we didn't necessarily find 5 exact things that we had in common.
Okay.
We did talk about a lot of our other interests and things.
Cool. What have you got?
Well, we discovered we've been to quite a few of the same places, both in New Zealand,
Awesome. Yep. A lot of travel.
traveled to the US,
Fantastic.
yeah, just past the US.
Yep.
We talked a lot about our different interests of like sports and books and
Mhm.
things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I learnt that my partner here likes to read non-fiction, whereas I like to read fiction.
Oh.
And
Nice.
while we don't
Mhm.
watch a lot of sport, we participated in a lot of sport back when we were in high school.
Wow.
But I already knew all this stuff about him.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've worked together for a
We've
long
done-
time.
yeah.
So, yeah.
It's
We're already
just
very good friends.
Yeah.
So
Fantastic.
That's why we got so deep into the
yeah,
conversation.
exactly,
Nice. But sometimes it's nice having the time to do that.
exactly.
Which is why we're here.
So thanks for that excuse to spend some time.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Anytime. It's not why I'm here, but it's a byproduct of what we're learning about today.
Great.
It's very good. Fantastic. Thank you, team. All right, we're going to move on. Does anyone remember our learning objective from earlier? Responsibilities.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
Responsibilities.
Yeah.
So I know earlier we talked about our roles being employees or employers and what responsibilities those groups of people have. However, what we haven't talked about yet are what are responsibilities. We don't know what a responsibility is yet. So what I'm going to do is I'd like you guys to let me know if you guys can think of anything, how we might define what a responsibility is. Any ideas for the team?
Maybe something that you have to accomplish during your day.
Mm-hmm.
Certain tasks that have been assigned to you specifically.
That's a good one.
What do I know?
Yeah, you're running that.
Know all this already.
Mm-hmm. Do you think we've covered it?
Obligated jobs.
Obligations, jobs, yep.
Taking initiative to complete the task.
That's a good one. Initiative.
I think it's something you grow into.
You grow into your responsibilities.
Ah,
That's
okay.
good.
Yeah. Awesome. Do you think we've covered it? Should we see what the survey says? I think we probably have. Let's find out. Responsibilities are things you should do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very basic definition, but it does keep it nice and simple for us to figure out. So responsibilities are things we should do, not things we shouldn't do, very specifically. So I think some of our ideas were great around showing initiative, doing our jobs, whether that is physical tasks within our scope as employees or as employers, which we'll talk about very soon. But the responsibilities are things we should do. So it boils it down pretty effectively, nice and simple. But this is exactly what we're talking about. You guys nailed it exactly. So why do you think they are important? Why are responsibilities important? Particularly in the workplace, thinking of from your guys' point of view as employees at C. Jones Cafe.
Sorry, can you just rephrase that?
Sure can. So, talking about responsibilities and things we should do, if we rephrase it into a word in which, if we didn't do our responsibilities, what could be the consequences of that, perhaps? Yeah, so why is it important to do our responsibilities, and if we didn't, what could those potential ramifications be?
Well, they help us sort of support each other. So without completing responsibilities, we wouldn't feel supported.
Yep, so support during with your team of employees at a workplace is very important. Yep.
Or if you don't complete your responsibilities, then someone else might not be able to complete theirs.
Yes,
because they're
yeah, kind
relying
of
on you.
Kind of a flow-on effect.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Things could fall
Yeah.
apart.
Are you guys the only people in your workplace when you guys are performing your tasks?
Sometimes.
Well,
Sometimes,
occasionally, but
yeah.
Quite often not.
Who else might be there?
Customers.
Customers, yep.
Me.
Yep. And if we've got customers in our workplace, what are we often providing?
Service.
A service, a product, right? So if we don't perform that product or that service, what are the ramifications of that?
1-star reviews on Google.
Potential run-star
Yeah,
reviews,
hey,
yeah.
one-star
Our
reviews.
customers might not be happy if we're not doing our responsibilities as a flow-on effect of the result of our product, perhaps. So to keep it incredibly niche for your exact scenario, that's what could happen.
Could,
Yeah.
could put someone in danger as well. If
Yep.
maybe we're not fulfilling our responsibilities
Unsafe.
to keep the workplace safe, then
Yep.
could be dangerous to the customers or the other staff.
Yep, very true.
You might not get tips.
Yeah, financial ramifications,
Yeah.
perhaps. Yeah, definitely in the service-based industry, that's definitely something that could come up. Yep. Fantastic. Cool. I think you guys have nailed it. This tries to sum it up a little bit as well for us. So generally, we're looking for efficiency, customer satisfaction, and clear direction. So I think our points that we covered kind of fall under any of these categories. We talked about customer satisfaction directly just then, regarding the product we're providing and how happy those people might be if we are delivering our product incorrectly or unsafely, as we mentioned as well. Clear direction, it means everyone in your workplace knows what they're meant to be doing, which is very important because responsibilities are things we should be doing. So that makes it a lot easier in our work environment. And efficiency. The more everyone is doing their own task, it kind of turns the cog in the wheel we talked about earlier about that flow-on effect. It's very important. So well done, everyone. I think we nailed that. Very good job. I might just close that. Okay. And by doing that, we all achieve success, which is what we're going for. Very good. All right. So, talking about things we should do, thinking of you guys as employees, can you guys run through, think about your specific roles? I know some of you have got some crossover, some of you have individual roles within the cafe. Can you guys think of anything that you guys need to do every day when you're physically at work? Some tasks that you need to complete.
They make me put the dishes away.
Yeah? Dishes. Very good.
Well, the team leader, so I manage the different moving parts of the
Yeah.
teams.
Yep, manage employees. Very good.
Keeping an organised workspace.
Yeah, keeping an organised workspace.
That's a good one. Organisation is very important. You know, when I was working overseas, the organisation of the organisation that I was at was like super critical to keeping things in line. Because without any of that, we were like getting a whole lot of issues going on. I used to work out actually in the wilderness of the Yosemite National Valley. And when we were in there, we were having to like do all this stuff, and without the organisation of those things, it was really like big issues coming up, bears getting into the food, mountain lions coming and terrorising the guests.
Wow. Very, very different to your current role then. I assume no
Yeah,
lions
yeah.
or bears or anything at the cafe.
Well, thankfully not, but I can tell you what, do you want to hear more about it now, or should I?
Well, I think it's important what we're talking about, our responsibilities. We'll keep it on track there.
Okay.
But maybe after session, we can talk a bit more about
Okay,
that
great.
kind of other
Because it's a good story.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Thank you. Can anyone think of anything else C. Jones Cafe specific in their role?
Oh, okay.
You guys are in a cafe. I'm sure you're serving products. What products might those be?
Oh, food and drink.
Food and drink, exactly. Food and drink delivery and provision, very good.
Like the coffees and stuff.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
coffees that we make,
Yeah.
thousands of every day. Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. Front of house staff making coffees, handing out baked treats, meals, kitchen staff, things like that. Yeah, very good. Can you guys think about anything to do with safety? Is there anything that you guys do each day that perhaps prevents people from being injured in the workplace or helps your customers be safe?
Keeping things clean.
Yeah, keeping things clean and organised was, yeah, that's good. Keeping things clean because what if we didn't keep things clean? What could happen?
Well, old Gladys like slipped over some coffee I spilled the other day. And
Yeah.
It wasn't very good. Then my manager yelled at me for not mopping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was a hazard presented and that caused kind of an unsafe scenario for a customer.
Yeah, I felt really bad for her.
Yeah. So the responsibility in that sense would be if we find a hazard or something like that, then we need to respond, perhaps?
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
just leave it. And walk
Yeah,
away.
nice. Awesome. So safety warnings or signs maybe could be applicable there.
Mm.
Fantastic. Awesome. Thank you, team. I think we're doing well. All right, let's jump back over here. Let's figure out what we've got. All right, so employee responsibilities, your own health and safety. These will be much broader kind of buckets we're talking about, as opposed to the specific tasks we just talked about we were going through. So some of the stuff we just spoke about will fall into each of these categories we're about to talk about. So your own health and safety. So it kind of comes back to this example we just had about Gladys, I believe. Very important that not only we're looking after our customer satisfaction and safety, but our own as well, because we can't keep them safe if we are unsafe. So very important that this is being applied to you guys as well. Your health and safety is very important to not only our product, but of course, just our well-being in general. Very important. So these things could include not coming to work under the influence of drugs or alcohol, perhaps. Obviously, it makes it very hard to perform those responsibilities if you're under the influence, and that's one of the main ones about keeping you guys safe. Taking regular breaks and avoiding injury, again, comes back to some of that safety stuff we just talked about. And then if you are injured or if you do come across a hazard, not continuing to work because that can impact performance later on. So your own health and safety is very important. Next one, others' health and safety. Again, kind of links together. We just talked about customers. The other one is just other employees as well. Or again, managers and employers. It's not that you are necessarily responsible for it, but it's always something to keep in mind as well, because they are also just people in your workplace. It's also important to keep everyone safe where you can. So we talked about cleaning up hazards, things like that. Trying to not block things like emergency exits. Very important with like when you guys have got stock deliveries in the morning, or if you've got dishes piling up or something like that, very important that those are kept clear. So that's a couple of things we talked about in that area. Cooperation, so cooperating with your employer to make the workplace safe. This means obviously responding to hazards and things like that, putting up warning signs, the physical side of things. Notifying your manager immediately if you do find a hazard is very important. Like we said, in this scenario here, perhaps if it was reported immediately, there's a chance this person isn't at risk and the cause of injury is mitigated. So that's very important, working as a team to figure all that out. And our last one is communication. So that ties in with that cooperation a little bit as well. Working together as a team, working together with your employers or your managers, and working together to try and all achieve the same goal. Ticks into that efficiency and that success we had on the previous slide. So those are our employee responsibilities. Does anyone have any questions about that?
Could you just explain the cooperation in a bit more detail? Are we cooperating with our other employees or with the customers?
A bit of both, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah, it all forms one big circle. Generally, we're cooperating with your other employees to help provide the customers the product you guys are providing, which in this case is at the cafe, coffees, food and drink,
Do we
the environment.
have to cooperate with the customers?
You don't necessarily have to, it's just more that it's a byproduct of your cooperation with your employees. So it's kind of the result of the cooperation within your team internally as opposed to physically cooperating with them. But of course, communicating and cooperating with your customers is important to help deliver that top tier product I assume you guys are looking to strive for. So
Gotcha.
yeah, that's what we're looking for. Fantastic. All right, so we've talked about the responsibilities of you guys as employees. This one might come a bit more as you're in leadership and management, so you might have something more here. But now we're going to talk about the responsibilities of your managers at C. Jones Cafe. So these are people that may have hired you, people that you may report to day. They might be different people each day, or they could be ownership or something like that when they come in to the store if you're short staffed or if they're coming in for meetings, that kind of stuff. These are the people that you have to look up to as part of your hierarchy, I guess. So they could be immediate managers, they could be perhaps like zone managers, for example, like based around other franchisees, something like that. So that's what we're going to talk about right now. Okay, so if you guys think about what responsibilities we listed earlier for you regarding keeping you guys and your own place safe and your workspace clean and things like that, what do you think your manager's responsibilities might be linking back to those ones we talked about earlier?
Pay me on time.
Yeah, so things like scheduling, rostering, financial responsibilities are all pop responsibilities, yeah.
Employment and onboarding.
Employment and onboarding, yep. Yep.
Delegation.
Delegation, so handing out tasks or responsibilities for you guys. Very good. Task management.
Meetings.
Don't worry about the typo, I'll fix that up later.
Meetings with team leaders.
Yeah. Yeah, meetings that can fall under that kind of communication stuff we talked about earlier. What else we got?
Managing the mental and physical well-being of their staff.
Yep.
That's important.
That's much bigger. Sorry.
I can see that.
Yeah, maybe I'll make it bigger. That's probably great. How's that?
Nice.
Awesome.
Really easily readable.
Fantastic. All right. Anything else? We think that wraps it up pretty well. Excellent. All right. Let's move on. So you'll notice some similarities here, but they'll just come with a little bit more oversight, I guess, is the word we're looking for. So employee responsibilities, looking after your work environment. So making sure that you guys are set up to perform your tasks, essentially. So you guys might think about the microbiome you guys work within, and if you're a front of house on the coffee machine, for example, that's your environment. Your managers are in charge of the work environment in general. So that might be the whole cafe, for example. So that's very important that they keep that safe, maintaining safe equipment, making sure everything works, and removing any risk to health and safety, essentially. Next up, training and coaching. So we talked about meetings earlier, so that could be something that we have a meeting about. There might be a management meeting about how to implement more training, how to implement more coaching, how to do exactly what we're doing right now, essentially. So the start of this process is management meeting, talking about some potential gaps in knowledge that are in our team, and then organising something like this to help bring us up to speed regarding responsibilities and safety. So that's something managers or employer responsibilities have. And then again, health and safety, it's that operational and that kind of guidance and oversight level of stuff, as opposed to the physical, what's happening every single time. That's basically what's happening in terms of your manager's responsibilities. Any questions on that stuff, team?
Sounds good.
Well,
Fantastic.
when I when I'm a team leader, I'm
Mm.
actually doing all those things
Mm.
amongst the team. So
Perfect.
is that something that I should be letting my employer do instead of me?
Yeah, well, it's I guess in terms of back office stuff, there's a chance regarding policy, procedures, and regulations and stuff. At that point, it's their responsibility, and then it's your responsibility to implement that, and then make sure it's happening within your team as well. So that's very important. Yeah. All right, we're going to wrap up in a second, team. We just got a little. We're just going to get a little bit competitive, actually. So what I want you to do, you guys have a QR code in front of you. If you guys can scan that, should bring you to a Kahoot quiz. And essentially, what's going to happen? I'm just going to boot all this up, and then after that, we're going to figure out how it all works. They will be 50-50 questions, so it should be hopefully relatively straightforward. But again, if you have any questions, please let me know. And pending any technical difficulties, all right. So how's this going to work, team? Once you guys get to the landing page, you should be able to put in a game pin. 5230461 is our game pin. Let me know if you have any technical difficulties with any of that, if there's any internet issues or anything. We can go from there. Alright, we've got 3 out of 4.
Oh, little sunshine there.
Yeah, little avatars. Alright, so basically how it works, team, there's going to be a question that comes up. Our theming is, who is responsible? So it's going to be 50-50. It's going to give you guys a question. You guys need to figure out whether it's an employee or an employer responsibility. Now, I'll also let you know, there are additional points for fastest answers. So if you get the right answer quickly, you might get more points than someone who gets the right answer in a slower time. Does that all make sense? Excellent. Is everyone's landing page looking all right? We've all got avatars.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, let's see how we go.
Here we go.
Who is responsible for? Organising safety training. Employees or employers? Organising safety training.
Nice.
We all went with the same answer. Very good. Who's going to end up on top? Bigger Dennis. Well done, Bigger Dennis.
Unbeatable.
Very good job. Next question. Who is responsible for attending safety training? Wow. Employees? I think we've got it. Who's on top? Who was quickest? Wow. Riri jumping up the board. Very good. Very close though, team. Well done. All right, question 3. Providing appropriate PPE. Very quick again. All on the same page. Employer. Very good. Riri, hot streak.
Why am I not on?
Well done, Riri. Look at that. I don't know, because we've all been correct so far. Next question. 4 of 6. Making sure dangerous chemicals are stored safely.
That's not clicking.
Oh no. 3 out of 4. We've got to jump. Riri slid. The hot streak is gone.
Wow.
Wow, Bigger Dennis. Hot streak on top. Well done, Bigger Dennis.
Thank you.
5 out of 6. Here we go.
That question.
We can talk about that, I promise. Reporting hazards or resulting injuries. Very good. Well done, team. All right, we're moving to our final question. Bigger Dennis still on top, but it's close at the top. Wow. Here we go.
What, 20 points ahead?
Last question. Providing operation manuals. Wow, that was rapid. I don't think I've seen a question being answered that quick before. What do we think? Who do we think has ended up on top?
I think it's Bigger Dennis.
You think it's Bigger
You
Dennis?
can't be bigger than Bigger
I reckon
Dennis.
I'm like 2
I
points.
So
reckon
close.
that's
All right, let's see.
I'm team leader, so I know it all. It's just you're faster than me.
Yeah, the fast thumbs. Fast thumbs.
We have Jazz in 3rd place. Well done, Jazz. Team leader Kay on 2nd, and 1st is Bigger Dennis. Well done, Bigger Dennis. Wow. Good job. Good job. There's Riri.
Yeah.
Back when I was working at Assembly Valley, they used to call me the
I am a brain.
The Kahoot King.
used to call me Kahoot King or
Wow.
Fast Thumbs Dennis.
That's amazing. Fast thumbs, Dennis. Good job, Dennis.
Thanks, man.
Podium position. Excellent. Let's get rid of that. Let's jump back to our PowerPoint. We're nearly done, and then we can move on into our summary. All right. What have we covered? We've covered what you guys are responsible for as employees. We've covered what your managers or employers are responsible for. And now we're going to do a quick summary. I want you to have a little think, to spend 30 seconds or so. Think about something you may have learnt for today, or something that you want to take away from today.
Okay, that's good.
Can you explain that again?
It's a joke.
It's mostly a play on words regarding takeaway coffees, but something that you learned, something you want to take away from today. Exactly.
We
Yes.
make them.
Yes. Yep. Exactly. So spend 20 seconds or so having a quick think. Think about something you learnt today, and then we'll go down the line, and then we'll just have a quick share, and then we are done. All right. Why don't we start at the end, Christina?
Okay. I learnt that I already know everything
Amazing.
from this slide.
Yep.
But it was a good refresher.
Amazing. So hopefully when moving into session 2 and 3, which will be coming up over the next couple of weeks, we can hopefully learn, hopefully there'll be something there. If not, it's also good that you also know everything, which is great. Dennis.
I think I learned that I was curious to find out that efficiency is one of the reasons that our responsibilities are important.
Yes.
The responsibilities affect the efficiency.
It does. Yeah, very good. Thank you. Next up.
Normally I just get an ice latte to take away.
Oh, okay. What about something that you learned today from the slideshow? Yeah. Is there any new information that was absorbed today?
Nah,
No, you knew most of it?
I think so.
Amazing. That's great. If you do want any clarity on anything, feel free. We can have a chat at the end. That's
Yeah, I was
fine.
actually going to ask if I could get like a copy of this PowerPoint. And
Yep.
I wanted like an audio book. I like listening to audiobooks. If you can get an audio copy.
I'm sure we can figure something out.
So I can take
Have a
it
chat
away.
with me at the end and we'll go from there.
Alright.
Amazing. Thank you. Last of all.
Difference between what employee and employer responsibilities are.
Fantastic. Very good. Thank you, team. Well, that is everything. As I mentioned earlier, we will be moving into session 2 and 3 at some point. So hopefully we will bring that competitive attitude to some of that.